One to YouTube, and now I have changed my calendar to May from April. And now we're going to present you the news of May. Trump and King Solomon just signed an arms deal worth more than $350 billion and various other investment agreements with Saudi Arabia. And Trump delivered the speech to more than 50 Muslim majority nation leaders. It was used on stamping out extremism and providing children a future that honors God. Sunset claimed to successfully mine flammable ice in the South China Sea, according to Chinese state-run media. Combustible ice is a natural gas hydrate containing methane found in an underwater tundra. When lighted, it releases natural gas. According to the China Geological Survey, the hydrate was successfully mined for 8 days, and officials are calling it a major breakthrough and may lead to a global energy revolution. A terrorist attack has happened in Manchester, England at an Ariana Grande concert. 22 people died, and also 119 people were injured. And there's a doomsday vault that will allow Philippe to recreate food supplies in case there's a global catastrophe. The vault is carved at the side of Mountain Svalbard, a Norwegian archipelago that's about halfway between Norway and the North Pole. The company that manages the vault says that some water has gotten in, breached the entrance to the vault, and seeped about 50 feet into part of an access tunnel. The seeds themselves were not harmed. The temperature in Svalbard is below freezing. The vault's management company also said the breach occurred during an unusually warm and rainy October. Officials are waterproofing the walls inside the tunnel to better protect the vault. Trump met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and held a meeting with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. Trump said he has hopes for a peace deal between two sides. He became the first president to visit the Western Wall, as a 22-year-old suicide bomber named Salman Abdi carried out that attack. He was born in Britain and had Libyan descent. He recently spent 3 weeks in Libya and returned to the UK a few days before the attack. Libya is a hotspot for terrorism in recent years. ISIS has gotten a foothold there, and the Libyan government hasn't been able to fully control security. Libyan officials arrested the brother of Salman Abdi, and the 20-year-old was planning an attack in Libya. They might have also have ties to ISIS. ISIS has claimed responsibility for the attack, though investigators don't know for sure. Britain government warned that another attack could happen soon, and they raised that terrorism threat from severe now to critical, and police have made 8 arrests. Trump met with Pope Francis. They criticized his during campaign, and reporters said while the mood was stiff before the meeting, which was lightened at the end. Trump called the meeting an honor. He said it was an honor to meet with Pope, and they discussed terrorism, climate change, and peace. Next story. The NATO alliance was talking about the agreement to spend 2% of their gross domestic product, a guideline that they are not penalized if they don't meet it. America has consistently met that target, while other countries have not. Donald Trump talked about this at his visit in Brussels. From June 1st all the way to June 30th is when hurricanes are most likely to occur. National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration predicts that above normal hurricane season with 11 to 17 named storms, 5 to 9 hurricanes, and 2 to 4 major hurricanes. One expects to see surface temperatures to be average or above average. It does not expect the vertical wind that could weaken hurricanes. The last record season was in 2005. Trump was awarded the Saudi Arabian high civilian of honor, the collar of Abdulaziz al-Assad. Trump met with the president of Egypt and the king of Bahrain and the of Qatar and the Israeli president, Italian president, and prime minister as well, Belgian president, and French president, as well as Belgian prime minister, king and queen, as well as Mike Pence, has delivered a commencement speech to the University of Notre Dame at the graduation ceremony in South Bend, Indiana. Trump paid his respect at the Jewish Holocaust Memorial at Yad Vashem with Prime Minister Netanyahu. And the White House has now published Trump's first budget proposal. It includes $1.6 billion for the Mexican Wall and a 100% increase in military spending, a reduction of $800 billion of cut to Medicaid, and a $190 billion cut to food stamps, cuts to meat on wheels, and also to ban some subsidies and some drug treatment programs, elimination of the school ban subsidies. The budget assumes economic growth of 3% to avoid adding to the deficit. Trump also met European Council President Donald Tusk, as well as European Commission President Jean Juncker of the European Council headquarters. And there's a tentative warning that involved numerous citations of the shortcut about Muslim immigration. It's a disguised version of the Muslim man proposed in the campaign. Red giant reporter slammed into a Guardian reporter. It's called a body slam. And he broke his glasses and shouted, "Get out of here." He went on to win the House special election with winning 50% vote, whereas Democrat candidate Rob Quist won 44% of the vote. And the seat was held vacant. Ryan Zinke. Trump won that district by 20 points. And now they have found a replacement for Katie McFarland, who's a Singapore ambassador. And his name is Rick Waddell. And he started his job on May 19th, since he doesn't have to go to Senate confirmation. Next, we have in movies, Guardians of the Galaxy is now 700 million. A Boss Baby is now 450 million. And the Lego Batman movie is 300 million. And the Smurfs have 150 million. In Premier League, Chelsea has won the Premier League. And CBO estimates that the AHCA will leave 23 million Americans uninsured for healthcare, 1 million less than the previous estimate. Next story. Trump issues tweets that he has the right to share classified information with push out for counterterrorism issues. Trump has denied that he asked James Comey to end the investigation into Flynn. Trump addresses to a Coast Guard Academy in New London, Connecticut, with a speech on persistence. And Robert Mueller was nominated for special prosecutor for investigation to alleged Russian interference in 2016 election on May 17th. And Mike Pence denied that he knew prior to March 2017 that Flynn was under investigation. And Corey missions from Obama era, they were voted in by the House 221/191 from February 3rd, and now the Senate voted against it. 49 Republicans said yes, 51 of the others say no. And Roger Ailes, the founder of Fox News, has now died at the age of 77 on May 18th. And our Guardians of the Galaxy is 650. Must be start 450. Like that movie at 300. And also the Smurfs movie is at 150. And the Premier League Chelsea leads. Okay, the next one. For the jobs, the Associate Attorney General, Rachel Bryan, she was announced on Jan 30, what's first. Then on March 7th, he was voted in, and then on April 3rd, he had a committee vote, and then on May 18th, he was voted in. The committee vote is 0/9, and the actual Senate vote was 52-46. And the ambassador to New Zealand, Scott Brown, he was announced on April 20th, and he had his hearing on May 17th. And the ambassador to Japan, Bill Hargiti, was announced on March 27th, and he had a hearing on May 18th. And Deputy Secretary of Transportation, Jeffrey Rosen, and he was announced on March 7th, and then he had a hearing April 5th, and then on March 29th, he had a committee vote, and then on May 16th, he had a Senate vote. The committee vote is 15-12, and the Senate vote is 56-42. And at the Virginia Liberty University, Trump spoke on persistence. And the White House has described North Korea as a flagrant menace in response to the missile test. Trump has delivered a speech at the 36th National Peace Office Memorial Service at the Capitol Hill building. He talked about his support for the police service. Trump meets with Crown Prince Abdul Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Colombian President Juan Manuel Santos. Mexican denies the allegation of certain information that he shared with Sergey, because like in Roundup. Okay, so will be part 2 of this.